Caroline, did you want to come in?
Yes, I did want to come in on the money. I was talking with the Mayor last week on Thursday in the budget plenary about the fact that there were currently, at that point, only 20 kilometres of cycle routes in the pipeline, so it was going to be very difficult for him to meet his pledge to triple the cycle superhighway routes during his mayoralty. So I was really pleased to see this announcement. Really like the stuff you're saying about how you're engaging with people, because I think that is key to being able to get projects to actually happen on the ground, which is the important thing. But on this 142 million, is that new money, or is it money that is part of this 5-year programme of that I was told about in an MQ? I asked about that. We were told there's 111 million this year, 183 in 1920, 195 in 2021, 175 in 21-22, and 182 in 22-23. Is this 142 on top of that money?
No. It's part of the... So that money is part of the 5-year business plan.
But it depends when you had that answer, because...
I had that... I haven't got the date of the MQ, I'm sorry. It was, but it was... Oh, no, that came via members' correspondence on the 10th of January.
So that would be the...
That would be included
so the
within that.
142 is actually part of that.
Yes.
So
it's not new money then.
So it's not actually new money.
Well, it's new money in terms of we had money within the business plan. What we are saying is this is what we're going to spend some of that money on. So we've announced what it's going to spend. It is an additional to the... We haven't changed the TfL business plan to add £142 million from it. What we have done is saying this is the Healthy Streets, but this is the Healthy Streets portfolio, and this is what we will be spending some of this on.
Okay, thank you. So then my next question is, when you are spending this money, because the thing is, this year you've just got 111 million in the plan for spending on cycle infrastructure, and if you're working on a 5-year business plan and you have a big dip in spending, you're in danger of pushing all the spending into future years and not actually being able to physically deliver and spend that money in those future years. So actually your average spend that you're talking about at the moment could go down. So I think, what's really important is that we actually see you spending that money, and obviously you've got to take your time to do your to do all the consultation, because then the projects will go through much more smoothly. But that you can see that that people are worried that you're pushing all the spending into future years. Does Nigel or Will want to?
I would understand the concern that you're putting out, but we have an average spend of £169 million per annum within the 5-year business plan. That is a record level of investment in terms of London Cycle Network. It equates to similar levels of investment in the top European comparators per capita head. We have a very, very strong programme in front of us. Clearly we have to go through a design and development process, and the bulk of that money gets spent at the construction stage. But we've got strong spend in the middle years of the plan. It's not all completely backloaded.
Of course, but the thing is, this mayoral term finishes in 2 years' time. We're halfway through the mayoralty. So if it gets shunted forward into the future, there might even be a different mayor. There might be a new business plan, new priorities. So it's just... I think what people want to know is that there is real commitment to...
There is certainly the real commitment to spend this money. Even as you mentioned, the 111 million is significantly more than any other year than any of the previous administration. So it demonstrates the commitment that we are investing into cycling. And I think we have to manage that budget in a way that we will be delivering, we'll be delivering the routes as they come out. So we're totally committed to this. We're investing record amount of money. We've got a very healthy pipeline of work coming forward. We've got schemes out for consultation, and that money will be spent, and we'll see the changes in cycling across London as a result.
And I think some of your concerns comes from, I'm sure, from previous years, pre this administration, when we didn't spend the whole cycling budget. Actually, in the last two financial years, this financial year we're on target, aren't we? Yeah, the last one spent all the budget. So it's not, actually, it's a problem we've resolved to a degree. We have a programme. Because it's much more researched, evidence-based, and then based on this consultation and engagement, I'm much more confident we will then be able to just have that steady drip, drip, drip of delivery at a constant pace, which isn't got massive up and down escalations.
Thank you. We'll watch and see.